Hello, welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna and I am so happy you are here. I am doing a layout for Mix It Up Monday where we use mixed media, and this sketch is by Brandy Joe. And this sketch leaves a lot of room for being creative and doing your own thing. I have two photos of the wedding day of my oldest daughter a year ago, September, and it is a picture of her both sets of grandparents getting escorted down the aisle before the wedding. I got out my box that I do my messy splatters with, and I take shabby shutters, distress oxide spray, and I just lightly spray it all over. And this stencil that I got is gears and a timepiece, and it is one I got from Amazon. So there it is, and it's kind of a light green color. Jillian had, that's my daughter, had kind of a sagey green and um kind of a light purple color for her colors for her wedding. Now you won't see like any of that. The young lady that is escorting her grandparents on the top there down the aisle is wearing kind of a soft gray color. So, anyway, the reason why I'm telling you this is because I have these different shades of green that don't really go with the wedding colors necessarily, but I think they go really well with this page. So, I took out some 49 and Market, these film strips, and at first I thought I was going to use a purple and a green, but I decided just to go with the green, and it's a different shade than the Shabby Shutters, which is totally fine. Um, and then I have a collection from Paper Studio. It's one of those that comes with the like some die cuts and the stickers and the papers, and it was on clearance for like $1.71 or something like that. So that's what I'm using, and that's what I've backed the photos with. I'm also going to mat the layout with one of those photos, and it's kind of got this gold foil look to it. The bottom photo is my parents and me escorting my parents down the aisle. Um, my dad does not look happy, but he's a grumpy old man that you certainly can make smile. But walking down the aisle is in a church is not his favorite place to be. So we all had a good day though. All right, so I did when I put my stencil down, it didn't cover the whole thing completely, so it almost gave the splattering like was almost the frame to the whole thing, but it was uneven. It wasn't like, it was like some sides didn't get any spray, and some sides did. So I just trimmed off on each side a little bit, and then I am taking this gold foiled paper and I'm going to back my paper with that. There is not going to be a lot of embellishing on this page, but I will get a couple different kinds of mixed media on here. This is the first time I've used this stencil, and I was kind of been inspired. Kristen at Scrapbook on the Fly is doing a thankful series this month where she's taking people that have inspired her in scrapbooking, taking several scrapbook layouts of theirs and kind of taking the elements she likes and making her own layout. And she's been using some 12 by 12 stencils, and I don't have that many. This is one of them. I think I need some more. But anyway, I was very happy to use this. I do take my adhesive and adhere the photo down to the paper. But then I quickly decide that I'm gonna do some more mixed media. So the photo does get taken up and it comes up, I didn't put a lot of adhesive, it comes up very easy. So here are different gold type uh, pastes I have. And I'm just trying to see what is the best gold to go with that bright gold foil. And I end up deciding on this gold by Vicky Bouton. It's a Vicky Wooten paste. And so I have this, and I think this one is from Amazon as well. It's a like a cursive, I want to call it scribble, not really scribble, but you can't read it, right? You can't read the words, but it's a text. How about that? So I'm gonna take that and I will put some above the photos. On Brandy Joe's sketch, she does have like various spots of it could be mixed media, it could be stickers, but there's quite a large concentration above the photo, so I wanted to make sure to do that. And then once I get that done, I'm going to pull it up and reveal it. And then I will take the bottom part of that same stencil without washing it, and I'm going to just do a little bit on the bottom there, um, thinking that, just kind of like she's got the journaling spot there, that I'm going to put this mixed media on the bottom and then do some kind of a journaling box above it. This is a little handy spatula that I got from Amazon. I think it was like in a 4-pack, but this nice little spatula is like flexible and kind of, it fits into these little jars perfectly. So that's kind of nice too. So now I'm just going to bring the photo back in just to make sure I have enough mixed media up there. It is now dry. Um, this is one of the die cuts. It's a frame. So I'm just kind of, it doesn't fit around all the pictures. So I'm just going to kind of use it up on the top left corner there. And then these are, I believe these are Paper Studio stickers. And it's the only thing that's like not from this collection. Well, other than the negatives, I guess. But so I'm going to look through the pieces that do come with the collection and see what I might want to use. There is some black and gold things that come with this and with the die cuts, and I pull those out right away. I'm just sticking with the white and gold ones. The title that I have there says Life is Beautiful, and I'm not sure I'm going to use that yet. I've got like a little banner there. I'm tuck that over. I'm not sure that I like that. It's, gold and white, so it's kind of just blending in, and it didn't stick out real well there, but I'm trying to figure out what I might want to do. I know I want to use those pretty floral um, pieces or stickers as well. So there are 4 heart um, die cut pieces. 2 of them are white and 2 of them are gold. Here's some flowers that I found with the die cuts. And then the next thing I do is look for, I'm thinking of some kind of a journaling thing. This one would have gone perfectly, but it was so darn big. I really like that clock piece that's there on the right hand side. Now I flipped the sketch. I didn't mention that, but really the reason I did it because I didn't want to cover up that timepiece, that clock. It also helps that the people in the pictures are kind of looking off to the right, so that does help as well. So I find this. It's a cut apart card that says notes, and I'm going to take that title that says "Life is Beautiful" and put it right over the top of notes because that doesn't necessarily what I want for my wedding pictures, and I want something a little more formal. So Life is Beautiful. I'm gonna glue that down right away over the gold texture paste there, and then I will take these lovely stickers, those lovely clear stickers, and I'm gonna put one over the top of the title there. And then I'm also noticing there's 2 big white circles on the sketch. So that's where I'm going to put my other florals. This one goes right on an edge, so I liked that. I'm not losing anything by tucking it. It's just a straight edge. And then I go to the final one on the right hand side, and I thought, well, if I put the flat one over there, you're going to see where that gap is in the middle of the photos. You're going to see that it's kind of cut off. But I find this other sticker that kind of looks like a flower bouquet, if you ask me. So I liked that. So that's going there. And I looked at those hearts again, but there's 4 of them and it was just kind of awkward. So I'm going to leave those off. And I'm going to look at these fishtail banners. Now there is, they look like tickets. They're the blue things on the sketch. And so I thought, well, I want something to go kind of in that spot. And I was trying out these banners and I tried to tuck it under the clear sticker, but the clear sticker was not coming up. So, new plan. I go into my stash and I get these white tabs, and I'm going to stick them on in the 2 places where the tickets are, and they're white and they kind of disappear. So I actually go into my inks and I take the shabby shutters and I inked up the two tabs, and I'm going to glue those down, and then I find two little words to fit on the tabs. One says blessed. That's the first one I'm going to put down if I can. There we go. Blessed. And then the next one says memories. So I'll put that on the right hand side. The last thing I'm going to do to finish the page is to cover up the photos, and I'm going to take out my Distress Spritz in Antique Linen. Now this is just very subtle. It's not that bright gold, obviously, of the texture paste and that, but it's just a kind of a shine. So I'm going to just um, splatter that all around, and that is going to complete my layout for me. Until next time, crafting makes my heart happy, and I hope you find what makes your heart happy too.